Good morning, students. I welcome you to my video lectures on signals and systems. And in the last class, I explained what is a bounded function. A function is said to be bounded if there exists a number m such that its mod value is less than or equal to that number, which is less than infinity. Now, Bebo stability is stated in this manner. A system is stable if output remains bounded for any bounded input. So input has to be bounded and output also has to be bounded. Okay, then it is said to be a Bebo stability. Now I will give two examples. One example for an unbounded unstable system and another example for stable system. First, I will take an example for a stable system. Y of t is equal to x of t. Y of t equal to x of t. Now we should work out problem in this manner. Take mod sign on both sides. Take mod sign. Mod yt. If you take mod yt, then we have to take mod sign for input. So that is mod xt. If you assume that mod xt is a bounded function, then this condition satisfies, is it not? That is mx. Therefore, mod yt, that is my. Mod yt, my. Is also a bounded function. Or one thing, mod yt is equal to mx, because xt is a bounded function, hence the output is also bounded and the system is Bebo stable. Next, I will take another example. Y of t is equal to x square t. Y of t equal to x square t. Now in this case, y of t equal to x square t, squaring circuit. Now mod yt, if you take mod sign, then mod of x square t, that is mod xt into mod xt. Now we are assuming that this input is a bounded function. Therefore, mod xt is one number, mod xt another mod xt, same number. Therefore, their product is also definitely a number. Therefore, yt is a bounded function. Now input is bounded and output also has become bounded, so it is Bebo stable. Now I will take the example of an unbounded system, an unstable system. I will take the example. Now I will take another example. Y of t is equal to minus infinity to t x of t dt, where yt is output and xt is input. In all our examples throughout in signals and system, xt stands for input and yt stands for output. Now you take mod sign. If you take mod sign for yt, that should apply for the right hand side also. So for the right hand side also, xt. Now mod xt, so it is a bounded function. Therefore, mx dt. Now you carefully go through the definition. A system is stable if output remains bounded for any bounded input. For any bounded input. Now, for example, I will take xt. I will take xt as a unit step function. If you take a unit step function, this value is 1, and between minus infinity and 0, its value is 0. Therefore, integral reduces to 0 to t 1 dt. If you integrate this dt, that is t, between 0 and t means simply t. Now, how is the graph? This is the graph. Is it bounded or unbounded? It is an unbounded function. Therefore, for the case of a step input, it is no doubt step function is a bounded function. But in this case, if the input is a step function, the condition is not satisfied for stability as it is ever increasing. Therefore, it is said to be Bibo unstable. Last example. I will take another example. Y of t is equal to d by dt of x of t. Let us assume that xt is a bounded function. Therefore, mod yt is equal to d by dt of mod x of t. See, mod x of t, it is bounded function, it is a number. Now, if you take xt as once again a step function, what is the derivative of this step function at t equal to 0? So there is a stepping here. So its derivative is going to be infinity because the derivative of a step results in an impulse function. Hence, you can't predict its value. Therefore, it is infinity. Therefore, it is said to be unstable. In the same fashion, you can also work out problems on discrete signals. For example, y of n is equal to x of n square. Squaring circuit, very much similar to squaring circuit of continuous time system. Yn xn square is Bibo stable. But y of n is equal to n x of n. n x of n is not stable. Reason is, if you apply mod sign here, mod y of n, here mod n, mod x of n. So xn is bounded, but what about mod n? So like ramp function, it is ever increasing. It is said to be unbounded. So a bounded value multiplied with unbounded value. So once again, it is said to be unbounded. Unstable, unbounded. Hence, it is said to be unstable. Now, with this, we have come to the end of the properties of systems. So, in this chapter, there are interesting problems. For students to work out these problems, in the next class, I will give these problems and also I will give answers for these problems. You are supposed to try these problems. I will not give solution. I will give answers for these problems and you are supposed to work. In the coming days, I will give problems. Now, the first chapter is over. Whether it is VTU or autonomous. Now, normally in the first chapter, you come across signals and systems, signals, operations on signals, and then properties of the system. That ends the first chapter. Now, in the coming days, I will give exercise problems on first chapter. Attempt these problems. It gives you a sound knowledge of the subject. And in the next class, I will start the second chapter known as LTI, that is LTI systems, that is linear time invariant systems. In this chapter, you come across convolution of discrete time signals and convolution of continuous time systems. Thank you.